Hey guys, so I'm back in Brisbane, Australia. I'm just literally about to head to the gym, do some bench press of all things. But I wanted to talk about kind of the options that I got lying before me at the moment. I have a really significant opportunity, but I also don't want to miss others. And I kind of wanted to just float my thoughts with you guys and just see what YouTube thinks. I'm really happy with where things are at the moment with my season, my journey, my whatever, let's call it, my walk. Really good place. I feel at home at my body weight. Mind you, I'm back under 100 kilos today. Last 2 days, oh my goodness. Vomiting, sick, everything. Haven't eaten, just got over it as of today again. So I just had my first meal in the last 2 days, but I dehydrated after vomiting and diarrhea and all that sort of stuff. I was under 100 kilos, but that's right. My weight is good. That 102 kilo morning weight, 104 kilo night weight is kind of where things are at. I feel very at home there, but I have a real opportunity. Khaled has very clearly said he wants to face me at King of the Table 6, which, let's be honest, would be phenomenal. When I think about the names that could be on that card, crazy. John Sablenkov, that's got to be the main event. Levon Saginashvili up against either Ermes Gasparini or Jerry Cataret. Insane. Have I missed any others? Myself and Khaled. And no doubt more to come. I think of those and I think, oh man, I want to properly dedicate to winning that match. I believe I can win the match. I believe I can get it done. The good thing about Khaled is, before I get into any of this next thing, you guys will know that I went and trained with Khaled. You guys will know that you'll see that we got along really well. And it's true, we did. We got along really well. The real Khaled, or the real Awa, I'm going to call him Awa. The real Awa, he didn't tell me, that's what he's told me his name was, Awa. The real Awa is a good dude. He's a really good dude. He's not the man that I thought he was going to be. He's not the man that the internet had portrayed in a lot of respects. I got a lot of admiration for Awa. He's come from a difficult place, difficult circumstances, and he's making a difference for his family in the best way that he knows how. And I admire what he does. Now, as for his strength and whether he's trained and all that kind of stuff, I really do admire it as well. He is genuinely a freak of strength. He does genuinely not focus any specific training to arm wrestling. He's focused on MMA. He's focused on just being stronger in Beta's grip gym. He's casual. He hasn't got the bug yet. That's what he means when he says doesn't train. Does all of that training help his arm wrestling? Sure it does. But is it specific arm wrestling training? No. Now, when I gripped up with Khaled, I felt, like I do with every single person that I ever compete with, I felt things. When you grip someone's hand, you download their data. And you start to formulate a map of their gaps, of their threats, of their conditioning level in certain lanes. And I believe I have sufficient information to move forward from here to February to secure a victory. What I'd expect is all of the lanes that he had, in a muscular sense, I expect them to have a bit more rev up when I face him next time, which I can extrapolate forward into my arm and think, okay, yep, this is what it's going to feel like. I believe that I will have enough to beat him. I say that because I've got a lot of time. I think I'm going to have a lot of gains in my fundamental strength between now and February. I don't think that Awa is going to train as much as I'm going to train. He's back. He's heading back to Cameroon, I think, this week, visiting his family, and then he will return to Dubai. Not sure when, but I don't think he's going to have much opportunity to arm wrestle. I think when we train together, we did a little bit of arm wrestling. We didn't film it. Or actually Beta filmed it. I'm not sure he might release it, but it was very specific technical guidance for those two gentlemen. It was a couple of really specific technical lessons that I said I was happy for him to release them. If you see them, you'll get it, what I'm talking about. Technique amplifies strength every day of the week. Khaled is a very strong human. He's stronger than me in many senses. I assure you I am stronger than him in other senses as well. My elbow side pressure was far superior to his. When he tried to take center using elbow, no, it wasn't even close. It was about 70% of what my elbow could tolerate to block him. So his wrist flexion is great. His bicep, open arm bicep, is very impressive. That's probably, of all the things that I felt, that is what I truly believe is his biggest and most significant weapon, is his open arm bicep endurance. I'm very blessed to have Marcus Atirai, who has a very equivalent, feels exactly the same level of open arm bicep endurance for me to train with. So he has all these attributes, and we worked in that training session. I genuinely want to give Khaled everything. I want to teach him. I want him to. I love arm wrestling, and I really respect Khaled. So I want to see these two come together and become the full potential that they are. I jokingly said to Khaled and to Beta, I said, look, I'll happily do some coaching with you after February. I'd like to get one more. I'd like to get one official proper win, fresh, and then I'll start coaching you, because we got along well, and he is phenomenal. But there's big gaps. There's big gaps. And there's gaps that need just time with conditioning, but the biggest gaps come in the side of intuition. And intuition is a hard one to teach. Intuition doesn't come with simply experience. Just raw matches doesn't give you intuition. You need the obsession. Is Khaled obsessed enough to figure this out? I don't think yet. I think last King of the Table 5, he took a step towards that. Beating Schoolboy for him was satisfying. Losing to me was a fire in him in some respects. But is he obsessed enough? Not yet. Does he need guidance on the obsession? It helps. I would like to offer that guidance. I believe I could bring the obsession out in him and give him the taste of victory to a higher level than he's ever had after I beat him. I'll demonstrate it one more time. How about that, Khaled? If I demonstrate it, here's the deal. If I beat you in February, Khaled, you let me coach you afterwards, and then I never want to beat you again. Because I shouldn't. If Khaled had the intuition that I have on the table, I don't believe I would beat him. That's probably a fairly easy conclusion for most of us to draw. I'm getting stronger. I am committed. I will do my best to be in the best shape I can. I was 106 kilos when I faced Khaled. I plan to be 110 in February. It'll be the best version of me there's been. So it's funny, 8.5 minutes in, I still haven't even asked you guys the question that I want to ask you guys. Which is, and here we go, do I just train and face Khaled in February and have no one in between? Or do I seek out a match in maybe November or December if East vs West was to put a December card, or January at the East vs West card? I have opportunities. I will be commentating there. There is a real possibility that he's able to throw me a match. If I do that, do I take a high-risk match that, if I lose, potentially detracts from the Khaled match, i.e. Schoolboy? Do I take a update match like Ray? I don't feel like that is the right one, given my weight. I don't feel like Ray is the right story. But some people want it. People like Adam Taranenko could be a match. People like BLM could be a match. People like even Chance Shaw. I see Chance Shaw is chopping in, wanting to get Khaled. Take a ticket, Chance. Do I face him? Do I ask for an Eastern European and at my weight, at 100 kilos, 105 kilos, whatever? I'd love to pull. I don't want to stop pulling, but I do really want to honor and respect the King of the Table 6 match. I believe that will be my biggest, most significantly watched match in my story so far. But I also want to be like John Brzenk and just keep pulling. I like that. I'm also not on gear or anything, so I don't need to worry about timing cycles. I'm all just food. This is all food. It feels good. I feel like it's very sustainable because of that. Being fat-faced and filled to the brim is awesome. So yeah, guys, let me know. Do I just head down, train hard, become the beast, the best version I can be, and face Khaled? Or do I just keep doing that and have one match in between now and February? Tricky. Either way, thank you. I'm enjoying this ride a lot. It's a real buzz, and it's only just getting warmed up.